So the Divine Most High gave me a dream, and the dream is either a warning or a revelation for someone or some sort of confirmation on how they need to go about the financial blessings that they're going to receive. So this is a revelation and a warning to someone that the Most High God is fin to bless you financially with some just sudden windfalls. And he is saying that you need to hold on to it because there's an expense coming up that you'll need to pay with it. So he's saying that do not hand it out. Don't divvy it up amongst your friends or family or whoever has their hand out, because you're going to need to use this for something. Okay. And the Divine Most High gave us word, and it is Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day. And then 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 19, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. Okay, so in this dream, I am at this little event party thing, and it's around Valentine's Day. So it's either Valentine's Day or somewhere very close because it's a Valentine's Day theme sort of party, and it's for singles. So everyone here at this little soiree are single people, and it's a Valentine's Day for like single to mingle because none of us had anybody to go out and celebrate with. So I'm attending this. I'm like a plus one. I'm there with a friend. I'm the plus one for them and the host of the party. I know her. She's my friend's friend, but I don't know her. Like we don't really hang out or talk. Like I don't associate with her like that. So I'm sitting at the table with my friend, and apparently the last time I was around the host, something unmentionable happened or something that didn't sit well with me, and so I was kind of complaining about that. But the host is like, she either has her own business or her own like brand. Like she has some sort of brand or business. And like we were in, like she was supposed to open up this shop or boutique or something. And it was related to like beauty or hair or beauty products or something. And so she's holding this little Valentine's Day event in this, in her storefront that she hadn't opened yet. She hadn't finished putting stuff together. So she decided to use it to hold this little event. And so it was, nicely decorated, and she was a good host and everything. And, as part of this event, she had like some, party games and party favors. And so it came to the point in time to play the games or whatever, and to give out like these little favor cards. And so she started to hand out like these lottery tickets. And so the way that the tables were arranged, me and my friend, we were in like the first table closest to her. So she came to us first and gave us like these scratch off lottery tickets, but they were like custom made. They were like had her brand and her logo, and like, the little parts we scratched off with like had hearts, or so they were red with like black hearts on there, or a little baby Cupid silhouette, and then the other ones had like her logo, which was like a silhouette of a head of a male and a female head, like side by side or something. And so she came to us first, and then she's like, "Oh, I forgot something." So she ran back to this other room to go get stuff, and it started to take a little while, and I was growing impatient. And so I was looking around, and I seen like she had like this slot machine, like this game machine. I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna go give this a try while I'm waiting," because she's taking forever with whatever she's doing. So I go drop a quarter or a coin or whatever in the little slot, and it spits out this ticket, and it's another like scratch off sort of thing. And so I scratch it off, and I didn't win anything. But now that I scratched that off, I want to go scratch the other lottery cards. So I go sit back down at my table, and I begin to scratch this lottery card thing. And then I get to scratch, and then I see the words, you're a winner, or you win. And so I scratch off next to it, and it was like $100. And I'm like, yeah, I won $100. I'm kind of, saying, kind of getting excited because I needed that little change. Right. And so then she come rushing out from wherever she was at. She's, what are you talking about? You won $100. So I was like, right here, my ticket. So she's like, let me look at that ticket. The host was like, let me look at the ticket. And so I hadn't fully scratched the ticket off. And so she went ahead and scratched it all off. And she's standing, next to me, bent over the table, scratching it off. And I see her as she's scratching off. And apparently I hadn't scratched the whole area off where the money was, because it was actually $1,000 and not 100. And she was like, she quickly was like, don't say anything. And then she's like, and then she spoke loudly, oh, come on the back, let me get your money. She did win $100. Let me take her back here and get the money out out the safe. I'm like, okay. So I follow her to the back, and she is like, don't tell anybody that it's that much, because it wasn't supposed to be for that much. This woman is, this woman had messed up my order. She was only supposed to put it for $1 or $10 at the most. I don't have money like that to be given away to people or whatever. So she's like, pretty much be quiet about the amount of money, because, she didn't intend to give that much away to begin with. But she's like, but since that's what it says you want, I'm gonna give it to you, even though, but I can't do this for everybody. So she's like, don't tell anybody, just tell them you only won the 100. So I'm like, you sure? Because if you don't have it to give, then, and she's like, no, you scratch the ticket off, that's what it says, that's what I'm gonna give you. And so we go back in the room, and she's like, yeah, she's a winner, and I gave her the money. But then she was like, well, that's the only winner ticket, because it was only one winning ticket. So I'm going to go ahead and collect the tickets. So she went, and then she collected all the tickets back from everybody. And so then fast forward, it seems like it's like the next day. And I'm sitting in like this lobby space, like in a office building or a building that has different types of offices and businesses in it. And it's me and two other women. And apparently we're there all the time, because it's like some sort of carpool. And we're sitting in this lobby waiting on the other person who we can see, who's like in the office space behind us. Like saw glass windows, so we can see her. She's still talking to some sort of client, like she's some sort of bank or investment, like something dealing with monetary funds or something, but she's still with a client. And so we're just sitting around waiting on her. And this is something that we do often, so often, in fact, that we are very familiar and friendly with the janitor. And so the janitor, because it's like closing time for this building or something. So the janitor is coming around, he's talking to us, and we're talking to him, and he's cleaning. And then at the same time, I'm like clearing out my purse and taking out all these balled up receipts. And so then the janitor comes, and he starts handing everybody a couple dollar bills. We're like, what is this for? He's like, oh, well, somebody left me a tip, and since y'all always here and helping me clean up and stuff, I'm going to tip y'all. It's like, okay, I don't know what we're gonna do with these little $2, but okay, I'll, anything, any money can help anything, right? And so then as he's gearing to walk on, he notices that in one of the receipts I had balled up, there's a $10, there's some money, right? There's some money balled up with, and he said, don't throw that away. And I look, and then I see it's a $10 bill. So I take the $10 bill and slide it on into my purse. And as I'm doing this, the woman next to me that's there with me, she hands me a scratch off ticket. I don't know what it is with all these lottery tickets, but because I don't even play the lottery. I don't really believe in gambling or anything like that, for real. She gives me a ticket. It's like half scratched off, and she's like, "Huh, you can scratch this off, because I ain't finna win nothing on them. They were always losers, and I ain't got no matches already. So I know I ain't gonna win nothing." But there was still like half the ticket that wasn't even scratched off. So I'll go ahead and I start scratching it. And like on the regular portion of, I guess on the way the ticket is, like there's a section where you have to get the matches to get the prize or whatever. But then at the bottom, like right corner, there's like an extra box that's just a bonus, and you can scratch it and it can like multiply what you've already won, or it could just be some random prize. So I finished scratching off the section where you're supposed to match stuff or whatever, and it's nothing, right? And then I scratched the bonus box. And it says $1,000 prize. And like I instantly just like clam up, like, Because I'm like, I won, but I don't want to say nothing because she's going to want her ticket back, right? Because I feel like if I say I want something, she's going to want this ticket back after she just gave it to me. So I didn't say anything. I just sit there and I'm like, and I'm like, okay, I try to play it off. I'm like, oh no, it ain't really, no, I didn't win nothing. And I was like, you know what? I got some lottery tickets in my purse. So sure enough, I go in my purse and I pull out like 3 or 4 more lottery tickets and I scratched them off. And in total, like every one of the tickets I scratched ended up being a winner. And I think like in total, I won like $1,600 or something. Like I remember it's like $1,600 is what I was needing. Like, because when I was scratching, I was saying to myself, oh, I just need enough to pay off this bill that I know I owe before it gets too late. And I'm thinking like I almost got the 1,600 while I'm scratching on the last ticket, right? So I won, so I won all this money, and I'm sitting there with these tickets, and I'm trying to play it off like I didn't win anything, because I know these women well enough to know if I won something, or they know I won something, it's gonna cause some sort of issue between everybody, and so I'm just being quiet, right? And then finally, the other woman's done working, so we all go get in the car, and before we can get in the car, they all of a sudden like start giving off all these sob stories about how I gotta pay this bill and that bill, and I ain't got no money till we get paid. They're expressing all this financial need all of a sudden. Like this hadn't been talked about the whole entire time we've been waiting or before then, but now, as we get in the car, all three of them like, oh, I need this couple $100, I need that couple $100, right? And then we get in the car, and that's all they're talking about through the entire like we're driving, and that's all that's being mentioned, how they need this money. And they asking me, can they borrow? And it's like, I don't have no money to lend nobody because I'm in need of money myself. And then instead of going the normal way home, the driver turns and goes all out the way. So it takes us like an extra 20-30 minutes just to get to my house, when in reality it only took like 10 minutes. And the entire time they were trying to ask, can they have some money, or could I lend them some money? Okay. So with this dream, the Most High is saying to somebody that he's going to bless you with the financial blessing, right? And it's gonna happen sometime around Valentine's Day. He's gonna bless you with several random and various financial blessings, and they could be as little as $1 to whatever amount. They're not gonna make any sense at the time, because I recall in the dream when I picked up the $10, I was trying to remember how did I get this $10, because I don't carry cash, right? And I remember that I got the $10 because somebody just walked up and gave it to me and said, here, you're going to need this, right? Somebody just walked up and gave it to me because I don't carry cash, right? And so the Lord is saying that he's just going to, somebody might just hand you some money. You're probably, obviously whoever this for, you probably play a lot of lottery, because it's been over 15 17 years since I've picked up a lottery ticket. So whoever this is for, you playing the lottery, or you carrying some scratch offs or something. But the Lord is saying he's going to bless you financially in multiple ways. But you need to keep it to yourself. You need to keep the fact that you're receiving this blessing to yourself, because the moment it's made public that you've come into this cash, the people around you are going to want a portion of it. And the Lord is saying that he's giving you this money because there's something coming up there's an expense coming up that you're going to have to pay immediately. There's an expense you're going to have to pay like very shortly after you get this money, or you've already been notified that you need to pay it. You just don't have the funds to do it. And because this is a sudden out of the blue windfall, most people are likely, right? Most people are likely to go buy and spend it on something that they want, right? But the Lord is saying, no, you need to store it up because there's an expense or something that you need to pay for. So the Lord is saying, keep your financial blessing to yourself. Keep it to yourself and don't spend it, because you needed to pay for something. You're going to need to pay for something that's going to come up, all right? So I pray you seek the counsel of the Divine Most High, that the words spoken into your life may be signs and wonders for your confirmation, Selah.